Hey guys, sorry it's been a while since I uploaded. I wanted to give you an update on the Camry, but first I wanted to get you guys up to speed on the whole story with this Camry. So my neighbor that owns this Camry, he wanted this car for his niece who's getting ready to start driving. She's getting her learner's permit soon, and this Toyota, in my opinion, is the perfect car. It's really reliable. I enjoyed working on it, but the backstory was my customer was driving the car. He had a water pump recently replaced, and he said that since the thermostat wasn't replaced, it was sticking and it made the engine overheat, which in turn warped the cylinder head and blew the head gasket and caused all the issues. Now, it was easy to determine that because once I drained the engine oil, it came out looking like chocolate milk. So this is me adding the oil and the water from the aftermath. I did a nice engine flush to get the rest of that gunk out. So after installing the battery, it fired right up. The only issue I had was a leaking O-ring, which I replaced all of them after that, and that took care of that issue. But some concerns normally with this engine are the pulling threads, which the threads were okay, luckily, and it wasn't burning any oil, so the bottom end was okay. He really didn't have much money to do a lot of work, but I'm gonna let you guys listen to the startup. So the jump box supplies power only for a few seconds. That's why the engine cut off, and the exhaust noise you hear is a leaking flex pipe. He'll have to get that welded, a new one welded on at an exhaust shop. No big deal. But I was really happy to do a lot of this work for free since he didn't have a lot of money. He wasted a lot with other mechanics. And I wanted to thank you guys for getting me up to 900 subscribers. So now it's time to get to the detailing of the interior. You guys wanted that to happen, so I'm gonna get started on it. This car is not as bad as the 7 Series in my opinion, but of course it is still looking grimy. That steering wheel. Door panels aren't too bad. So I got this stuff from O'Reilly's. Got that from O'Reilly's. Seen it a couple times. I wanted to see how well it does. This would be a prime candidate. Unfortunately, the customer came by and he saw the exterior of the car and he was ecstatic once he saw how clean it was. So I guess we're just gonna have to surprise him with the interior. All right, so I got the seats taken out and got a better look at what we're working with. I took all the customer stuff out, put it in a little plastic bag in the trunk. You can definitely see a lot more staining. So I hope that stuff will be able to get that out. And you see the seats have a little bit of stains in them also, the headrests. It'll be real interesting on how well it turns out. So these are the two different cleaners that I'm going to be using. I think I'm going to go with the stain remover, the Zap It, for the carpet, and then the tough stuff for the seats and the dashboard. My biggest problem with the carpet is the stain. Even though the seats have a little bit of stains on them too, they're not as bad as the carpet. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So you know the deal, we gotta vacuum and then we'll be able to get to the scrubbing. So there we have the carpet just after vacuuming. Those stains are nasty. Got the ashes out of the center console. Passenger side. So I got the engine bag cleaned up. It's a little bit cleaner than what it was. Carpet cleaned up. Most of the stains came out. You can still see where they were, but it's a huge improvement. Getting a little better at getting those stains out. Got the door panels pretty good. Dash is cleaned up. Steering wheel wiped down. That center console. Now what's left all to do is clean the exterior. So the Camry rebuild is coming to an end. Finished cleaning it up. Turned out really good. The paint needs a good bit of correction, but it's gonna make his niece a good, reliable daily. Cleaned up really nice. The carpet's clean. Ran out of time. I couldn't do the seats, but he doesn't know that the interior has been cleaned up, so hoping to get a good reaction out of him. Like I was saying, I couldn't get the overall reaction from the customer of how the car turned out. He was very happy, and he actually ended up driving the car himself since his niece doesn't have her permit yet. But I was happy to do this for him. I'm happy how the car turned out. I'm getting much better at detailing the interior of these cars. And he actually has more projects, so I'd be happy to record much more from here on out. And I really appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks a lot.